Yes, a very good morning to you once again. You're welcome back to the weekend show on ABS television this beautiful Saturday morning. Today is the 28th day in the month of July and it's Sanitation Day. Hope that you're watching your television and as well ensuring that your environment is clean and tidy. My name is Ifeinwa Arono and I am still with my co-host
David Okwasili. We're back after the time out for news.
Exactly. And this is a time where we get to talk about something that we all need to know about. There's been this call for writers to do something different. You know, people who write novels, all kinds of writing. There's been this reawakening that they need to do even more. Writers have been challenged to champion cause of new social consciousness. And we're talking of young writers precisely. Young writers have been told to engage in problem-solving writing. Write things that will solve societal issues, focus on issues that are happening in the society, to include themes that address modern issues in the society, society for all these new things. That if they don't cover these themes, there will be issues in the society. And we know that young writers are beginning to heed to this call. We have with us one such young writer who is doing something different and trying to include new themes in her writing. Let's welcome you, Ms. Juliet Ekwalo. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Oh, good. And you're looking radiant, I must say.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so Juliet, you're an author.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually you are a final year student of law.
Yes, but I just graduated last week.
Oh,
okay,
you
are part of those
graduate. Yeah, thank you so
Congrats.
much for
Thank
correcting
you.
that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now, and let's start with this. Writers have been told to engage in problem-solving writing. That you're supposed to explore themes in the society, solve problems.
Yeah.
You know, write about issues that are happening. And I know that definitely you're here because you're one such writer. Tell us, is it really important for writers to embrace this new form of writing?
Well, for me, I write what I want, understand, what I think about, what I can imagine. You know, some people, there is something they call autobiography. People that are memos, people that like write about what happened to them, what happened in their life, and they want to give out a lesson to someone, like Toke Makenwa's Unbecoming. Understand? But my own is fiction. It's not real life. Understand? So, but I can incorporate what is happening in real life into my own novel, and using mainly characters that are not real. But other writers too, they can decide to write what is real. Understand what happened to them and their own biography, autobiography or memo. So writing is all about writing what you believe in, what you know that is true. It must not be what is happening around you. Understand? It can be like something that is called fantasy book. You know, fantasy novels, like something that can happen in, you know, another surreal world, like Harry Potter's novel. Understand? They must not be what is happening in your society, but you can try to incorporate it one way or the other. So that is it.
Well, a bit of background about her. Juliet just graduated from the Faculty of Law at Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University. That's Ibariam. Yeah, she is a 22-year-old and second child of engineer and lady A.I. Ekwalo. And one of her stories was an entry in Commonwealth Short Story Prize 2016. Wow, so at that time you were in school. How did you achieve that feat?
Mainly, I saw it online. I saw the adverts online, and it was mainly 2,000 words minimum. So I can cook up that in 2 days.
Are you serious?
So I just tried it out, but fortunately my own was not just listed among the 25 because they had other people from other countries, African countries mainly. So, but I'll try another year.
Okay, even at that, your entry didn't scale through. But you now have a novel. I mean, it means that is never die spirit.
We are developing one step at a time.
Now you talked about writing what you like, writing about things you see. What are the things that drive you? What are the things you see that drives you to write? Do you write to cause social change or just for fun?
I write for both. Mainly,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because you have to write for fun in order to enjoy it.
Okay.
You understand? Because
So you
writing
actually
is
enjoy
hard.
writing?
Yeah, I do.
So you be here, nobody's talking to you, you're not on social media.
I am.
And you are writing and you're happy.
Yes,
Wow.
I can be on WhatsApp now. I'll be writing on my notes and app on my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand? So then later at night I'll put it back into my laptop. So that is it.
Wow. So tell us, what inspires you?
Well, I won't say that I have much motivation. Understand? Because writing in itself, even though it's fun, it's hard. Understand? Because you have to imagine the whole scenario in your head before you can put it into your laptop. So, but for me, what goes for me is like, I'll be like, this is a goal I set for myself. By the end of like around 3 hours now, later, I'm going to achieve like 2,000 or 2,500 words. So that motivates me, like achieving of goals. It makes me happy. So.
Wow. Juliet has done a lot. We did mention that she has a novel. I don't know. I got this copy and I am keeping it. I know it's for
problem.
sale, but then.
No
So,
problem.
yes, The Missing Girl.
Yeah.
The Missing Girl is your first novel. Can you give us an idea? Oh, first published novel. Can you give us an idea what inspired The Missing Girl and what one can expect from reading it?
Yeah. Well, I was reading because I love reading many novels. Understand? Fantasy, crime fiction, melodrama, romance novel, all these things. So I was going through my stock of book, for crime fictions, and I was like, God, they've not written what I want. Understand? So I was, according to Hino Achebe, if you don't like a story, you write yours. Understand? So I was like, let me write mine, what I can enjoy, and maybe others too, they will enjoy it. So
Before you go on, if you're watching us and you want to contribute to this conversation on harnessing creative writing skills, you can call us on the numbers showing on your screen. Let's take this first call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, what's the name and where are you calling from?
This is John Paul calling from Anambra.
Okay, Engineer John Paul, you're back.
Yes, yes.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
appreciate the way the young people are
Okay.
trying to make people know that it is worth doing to write and make awareness for certain things. Slowly and what is happened for the person to give. I appreciate it. What I want to contribute is harnessing creative writing skills.
Yes.
Yes, people write for fun. People write for the story they have or whatever has happened to them. But I want to have a kind of synergy between their personal experience and the happening in society. Yes, it of their profession, like a young a young graduate
Yes.
of law, and she looks into what is happening judiciary in this country. Then do something for her to explore, so she knows more than we do, so that outside the law profession. At the same time, to help with the message to young public writers in the sense that they have to have a kind of relationship that is combined.
I think you're breaking.
Maybe he should call us back.
Okay.
Your line is breaking.
Engineer, apologies, but your line is breaking. We were hardly getting you, but we hope that you call back and that we can get that in. So yes, we were talking about what inspired The Missing Girl. Please take it up from where you stopped.
okay, so as I was saying, I wanted to write what I will enjoy.
Okay,
understand?
you're saying that
and
out
it's
of
a
the
crime
mammoths
fiction.
of novels you saw, there was none that you liked.
The story that I had on my mind, understand? So I didn't see it in any print book. So I was like, I know how to write. Maybe I can put it into work.
What was that you were looking out for?
Okay,
because
I was looking at
several crime stories.
Okay. Yeah, suspense. The one that you were not expecting the killer. Understand? This is a crime fiction, a crime thriller suspense. Understand? There is too much suspense in it. So I was looking out for something that will keep the readers on the edge of their seats.
Okay, so you're saying that if I read The Missing Girl, I won't drop it until I'm done.
Yes, you won't.
Wow.
You won't.
Now you explored your angle of story, talked about a missing girl. And whenever a lady writes, they always tilt towards feminism.
No.
Did you explore that angle?
Yeah, a little. I used one of the characters to explore it, understand? But I was on the view that I'm not a feminist.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe in equalitarianism, and that both male and female should be equal. But feminism is more extreme. The way our society sees it now, young girls, they'll be like they want to be superior. I'm not of that opinion. What I'm of the opinion is that both male and female should be equal. Understand? So no gender should be more superior than the other. Even females cannot be superior to male, and male cannot be superior to female. They should all be equal. Okay,
so and that means that no atom of feminism. Okay, you said you included a bit,
but not with that view. It's with the view of everybody being equal, both genders being equal.
Okay, but then can you give us a brief summary in 2 minutes of what you did in this novel? Let me feel the suspense a bit.
Okay. I just used the storyline of a young girl that got missing, understand? Then about an overzealous detective that defied all odds to find her. Yeah.
Do we have such people in Nigeria?
That is what I was saying, that we need to rearrange our Nigerian police force. They're not doing us well at all.
Okay, that's what you tried to show in the novel, that much more can be done.
Much more can be done. They need more commitment in their work.
Writing as a young person, as a student, as a law student, how has the journey into the writing world been for you? How do you manage the stress and the discipline?
Before she takes that question, let's know who we have here. Good morning. Okay, we lost that. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't see writing as a stressful work. Understand? I started writing as small as 7 to 11 years.
Wow.
Understand? So I'll just summarize small books that I read from my dad would give me small books. He was actually the one that led me into reading and writing, So we buy all these big books. Nora Roberts, James Alice, Chino Achebe, Ben Okri.
Wow.
Then he formed a Shata. Then he would tell me to read them and summarize them in a little book for him. When he gets back from home, I'll give it to him, or I'll read it out for him. Then he can now give me some small amount of money, like 500 naira. It was a big amount of money then.
Okay, so you're trying to say that your daddy was the one who made this happen. He found the embers of writing
and reading too. Because it's more when you read much that you can write very
Oh,
well.
so you cannot be a good writer if you haven't read.
No, you have to be reading. You have to be an advert reader. Understand? So
wow. All right, let's take this one. Hello, good morning. Okay. Yeah.
I still want you to look at discipline. Yes, you've read.
Yeah.
You've created that culture of reading.
Yeah.
How have you been able to discipline yourself to continue writing? Some people might start and won't complete.
Okay. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I give myself a time limit. I'll be like, I'm already working on my second book.
Okay.
That'll be out next week. I'll give myself, like, before the end of this week, I'm going to achieve something like 10,000 words.
That's the missing girl on the screen. Wow. that graphics, you know, what's that? Is that a kidnapper? And,
yeah, something like that. This was a little girl. Look at how she was
kidnapped.
This is actually a scene that was in the book.
Okay.
Understand? So the graphic artist just took one.
The simplicity of your design is different, you know, because I know usually you see novels and the graphics is just, but the simplicity of the missing girl is something different, you know. Yeah. So let's bring it home to this. Now that we have lots of young authors on the scene,
that meaning.
Yeah, how do you intend to carve a niche for yourself and be separate so that people read you and they know this is unmistakably Juliet?
Okay, every author, they have their own tone, understand? When you read any author's book, you will know, you see that distinct appeal that comes with the book, that you can't find it to any other author.
Tell us about your own distinct.
And how did you develop it?
Yeah.
Okay, I try to be real.
Okay.
That I just said. I try to be real with whatever I'm writing. You know, I try to show rather than tell.
Show rather than tell.
How do you show?
With the words. I play with the words.
Okay, you play with words.
I play with words. So,
you must have been a fantastic literature student.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, when I was in secondary school. So
you show. Okay, I've learned two things. First of all, to be a good writer, you have to read. And be an avid reader.
Yeah.
Then you can write.
Yes.
And secondly, you have to show and not tell. Thank you. Yes. So let's move it on to the next. Having written this long, where do you see yourself? Where do you think that this writing will take you? From 7 years, you're already 22.
Yeah.
Yes, so that means you've been writing for the past 15 years. It's a long time, but then writing is a long, is a lifelong thing.
Lifelong, like something you can't leave.
A creative industry of writers, not just like what we have in Nollywood, I think is thinking about the community of writers, you know, where it's more like it's a structure. There's a structure. I hope that we're able to get your thoughts in before the end of the show. But then I would like to know, you're already saying you would write again by next year.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, have you already made money from this one?
I'm not writing for the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think writing for me is like an escape. I get to escape into a new world I created for myself.
Wow.
Okay, if I created a character, I give them thoughts, I give them breath, understand? Auto makes you like you're a creator. So for me, writing, I don't write for the money, I write for the fun.
I can see the radiance in your face. So who is funding this?
My wonderful parents.
But okay, let's now talk about funding. You know, several people want to write, but when they look at
but
access
now
to fund,
you don't need to be a traditional author. Understand? They will have what we call self-publish online. You can publish. I have my book online too on Amazon Kindle, Okada Books, Lulu.com. Understand? And you can publish it for less than 30,000 or 25,000. I did mine less than 25,000 naira.
Really?
And it was from my own money. I didn't get money from my parents. I was saving it, and from the first day I started writing this book. Understand?
Are you making money from this? From the online?
Online, why not? Yeah.
You say you have it online?
Yeah, on Okada Books.
Okay.
You can just go over there, download the app, then type in the name of the book. We have other mini authors there too. Their books are also
like
authors like Chimamanda's book are also there. Understand? So Ben Okri.
Wow.
A former.
So it depends. Whoever you want.
Whoever you want, and we have new ones
and if
coming
they want
up.
Juliet as well, they will
get it. Yeah.
Are you making money from that
online? Why not?
Really?
And they pay you. They pay into your account.
Wow. So young authors out there, you can explore this opportunity that Juliet has. Not only does she have her book, this hard copy, she also has it online.
Copy,
so you no longer have an excuse to say maybe
funds. And from there now, I know one author now. She's trending now online. Niger single girl. Understand? He made up to last say, let me not exaggerate. He made up to like 300 and something thousand. I can use that money online.
Are you serious?
He sold that book at 900 naira a copy. And you know, as they are downloading, one person will download, he will pay 500 and 900 naira. Another person will download. The money is rising. Then later, the owner of the sites will now pay into your account.
Wow, thank you so much, Juliet, for this eye-opener. You've given us lots of tips in just how many minutes? I now want to start writing. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Well, we've been speaking to the author of The Missing Girl, Miss Juliet Ekwalo. She is a fresh graduate of the Faculty of Law, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Chukwu University, Anambra State. Thank you so much, dear, for coming on the weekend show. And before we round off, I'd like to let you know that something big has happened in the writing industry, if there's anything like that in Nigeria. 2 Nigerians of Igbo extraction, Chimamanda Adichie and Nnedi Okorafor, have been nominated for an alternative Nobel Prize for Literature. Note, no Nigerian won this award after Professor Wole Soyinka did in 1986. What do we say to them?
Congratulations. I think it's a good one for Chimamanda Adichie and
Nnedi Okorafor,
who has been trending with her book. I think she was commissioned some time ago to write a comic version of Black Panther.
Yeah, she already written it.
That's a wonderful one.
Well, and that's where we call it a day on the weekend show this morning. It's been from one good thing to the next. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that the show continues with sports after now, and that the weekend show returns every Saturday morning by 7 a.m. My name is Ifeyinwa Arono.
And I am David Obokwase, telling you to stay focused, build your dreams, continue striving. You'll get to the best.
Yes, and we say have a lovely, lovely weekend. Be the best. Bye now.